Hey guys, and thanks so much for joining me for another weekly meal prep video. If you are new, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. I've got some super easy sheet pan meal prep for you guys, and I am also sharing my meal plan for dinners for this week. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so here is my meal plan for the week. Monday is lasagna soup with garlic bread because the weather dropped below 80 degrees, so I am here for my soups. Tuesday is steak with cheesy oven smashed potatoes and broccoli. Wednesday I'm going to do mini pizzas with salad. Thursday is going to be breakfast for dinner, and Friday is going to be stuffed pepper casserole. For my meal prep, I'm going to do my chicken lunches, and I'm going to boil some potatoes. I do not have eggs, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make some energy balls, some deli snack cups, and I'm going to slice up some oranges to take on the go. So the first thing I'm doing is I am kind of preparing my sheet pan here. So I am sectioning it off into 3, so I kind of wanted to show you guys how I do that. So I just put the foil like in a little space and crumple it up and just make a little wall in between the 2, so I have 3 sections here. So what I'm doing is I'm crimping the sides and then crimping the middle side so that they're like 3 different sheet pans just using one. So for these different sheet pan meals, I just didn't want us to get bored with having like the same exact thing all week. So like I said, I'm portioning it into like 3 different kinds. So the first one I'm going to be doing is kind of like a barbecue style chicken with some sweet potatoes and cauliflower. And then I'm going to be doing an Italian style with zucchini, cherry tomatoes, and red onion is going in all of these because I found the most large red onion I've ever seen in my life, and I literally only cut up half of it and it was good to go for like all 3 of these like variations, so I thought that was fun. And then for the last variation, I'm just putting red onion with some red pepper, and I'm going to be steaming the broccoli. I don't like to roast broccoli because I don't like it, like the little like head of broccoli, I don't like that to be crispy. I don't know, I know people love like the Parmesan roasted broccoli, but I'm just not that kind of gal. So I'm gonna steam my broccoli and put it with the red pepper and onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the sheet pan and season them up. So of course I liberally sprayed my foil with Pam, and I am just putting together the veggie medleys that I've made. So for the first one, it is going to be sweet potato, cauliflower, and of course that red onion. And I did a terrible job showing the spices, you guys, so I'm going to put a little picture of the spices right next to this so you guys can see what they look like if you want to go get them at the store. So yeah, I will show you how I put each of the variations together. And as you guys can see, I thought better of the barbecue and added some ranch because everything's better with ranch. So yeah, that was just some ranch seasoning powder that I sprinkled on. I've mixed everything up with some olive oil just to make sure everything will brown nicely and cook evenly. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my chicken on here. I did a portion of 4 tenderloins per little, I don't even know what you'd call these, per section. So each of us will have 2 tenderloins plus like half of the veggies for lunch, so I think that will be enough. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just repeat season all the chicken on top with the way that I've seasoned the vegetables. Once everything is all seasoned up, I'm going to put them in a 375-degree oven for 30 minutes. So next up, I am boiling some water for my potatoes that I'm going to be using for my oven smashed potatoes. I would just rather get those out of the way and done now. So I am going to go ahead and, like I said, I bring my water to a boil and I put some salt in there as well. And I washed my potatoes in the little like mesh bag, which is pretty fun. It's like a strainer. So that was pretty cool. And so I'm dropping those in there for about 20 minutes. I boiled them and they were good to go. So if you have been watching me for a while, you know these snack cups are a part of my everyday life for meal planning. I put anything and everything in these. They have an insert in them, which I find super useful. So I decided to make little deli style snack cups today. I'm putting some thinly sliced ham, some salami, and thinly sliced provolone, and I'm rolling them up, and the ham is so thin that it's like ripping, but that's okay. It's still delicious. So I'm just cutting that in little, like, I don't know what you'd call this, like ham sushi. Oh, that sounds gross. Whatever. I'm cutting it into little pieces and putting them in the bottom of the cup. And then I'm going to put the insert in and I'm going to put pickles on top of that because I love pickles with my sandwiches. So I'm going to put as many little ones as I can in there. Coincidentally, this is low carb and I believe keto friendly. I'm not 100% sure, so please don't attack me if it's not. But I think this is like a really good idea for someone that does, is trying to watch their carbs. So that was a happy accident. But I did make some with just ham and cheese and just salami and cheese. And I take back my sushi remark earlier. It's like pinwheels, but just without the little like tortilla. I just figured that it would get like soggy in there. So I think these are fine without it and they tasted really good anyways. But obviously you can add the tortilla itself. So yeah, totally up to you, but this turned out really well for us. So in this last one for Josh, I ended up putting little mini Triscuit crackers instead of pickles. All right, so my chicken is out of the oven. I'm gonna let it cool down just a little bit. Everything is cooked perfectly, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the sides. So the first side that I'm making is some rotini pasta with some butter, Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, and olive oil. Of course, garlic, Parmesan, butter. Hello, this is going to be delicious anyways. This is kind of like a riff off of a recipe that Josh's mom makes. It is so good, you guys. I've even had it like after it's like room temperature and sitting there for a while. Still delicious. Like I don't know. The flavor combination is just there for me. And I definitely just like, I love it. And it's so much better to use in place of like buttered noodles. Definitely try this. So now I'm going to put everything together. I didn't make a side for the barbecue chicken because I already had the sweet potatoes in there. So that was kind of like the starch for that one. And for the Italian seasoned one, I'm going to put in that garlic butter Parmesan rotini. Alright, so for the rotisserie seasoned chicken, I just put in some steam in a bag broccoli, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of ranch powder on that just to flavor it up a little bit. And then I also, for the like starch, I made couscous. I didn't show you guys how to make that because you literally just put water in a pot, boil it, and then you drop the couscous in, and then that's it. So I'm using the chicken, the roasted chicken couscous. And that's pretty much it. I just put my chicken and veggies on top. And that's 3 meals for both of us done. So funny story, I somehow cut the film off of me making my oranges, but I just peeled them and then cut them into little wheels. And I'll show you guys later. So the next thing I'm making are these little energy balls. These I found on Pinterest. They're so super easy and they were so delicious. Oh my goodness. I definitely want to try like messing around with different different flavoring options and stuff on these. So I just used for this one honey, peanut butter, some little baby M&Ms, and I shoved some raisins in here because I love raisins. So yeah, these were super good. I'll of course link the recipe below, and definitely try these, guys. So to make my life easier, instead of like rolling out each dough ball, I just scoop them out with a tiny ice cream scoop. Alright guys, so this is everything that I made. This took me about an hour and a half, maybe an hour 45. But really guys, look at everything that I got done here. It's going to help me out so much during the week. I got my little energy balls off to the side. I've got my orange slices. I've got my potatoes for a meal later in the week. I got my little deli snack cups, and then I have 3 different variations of lunch for Josh and I both. I really encourage you guys to take some time on the weekend or whenever your free time is and just get yourself ahead for the week. It's going to be such a time saver and a lifesaver. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you guys got some really great meal prep inspiration. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I hope everybody has a blessed and awesome week.